Hello, welcome or welcome back. This is going to be a little bit of an extended. I'm still publishing my extendeds out in the public. We're still a free platform here. Hope you appreciate. We were doing a love reading, and I only have so long for the reading. I hope that you'll look back to that and enjoy that reading. But we're talking about this King and Queen of Scrolls. The King of Scrolls comes out as having truly manifested and is making some manifestations come to life in his incantations, like he's almost writing love poems or love notes or composing something for her, whether that's music or words. And then we have this, so the feminine, I'm just going to do feminine, masculine. You'll have to decipher what that means in your situation. The Shining Lotus card is depicting this feminine where she's in the spotlight. She's taken some type of magnetic pose, and she comes out also with the heron, patience, magnetically calling her potential mates towards her where she can choose from. The love shows up with the white stag, protected. The masculine shows up. This King of Scrolls shows up sending his letters to this feminine. Look at her reading that, happily reading that. The masculine is showing up as this mantra Shakti. Something is breaking through to his core, making him feel quite connected. And he shows up also with this owl magic from a distance, swooping in and coming up close and personal. And so he's kind of swooping in. Things have been in the air, but very soon, I think that with timing and personal integration of whatever lessons each of you are dealing with in this intense environmental climate right here, I feel that things are moving in a direction here where people are manifesting each other. So let's get some clarifying. Will, wisdom, and the mind comes up behind the King of Scrolls. This is what has caught the attention. We get very simply love. Will, wisdom, and mind. Someone who loves your mind will love you all your days, because other things can fade. Beauty can fade. But somebody who loves the way that you think and that you speak each other's love language, there's that's true resonance. So what's this King of Scrolls crossing love? He's fallen in love somehow. We have integrity flipping in the deck. So he's really inspired to stand even taller in his integrity. This is making this individual want to stand firm, and it's making them feel more powerful. And we can all have our thoughts and feelings about that, especially right now with the way that the climate is. But I think that this, with the integrity card, it's like to truly provide and protect for each other is a natural human emotion that happens when we're in love or when we love unconditionally. Our family, friends, children, our pets, a certain level of character and integrity would hopefully develop from that. A personal sense of heightened ability to have compassion and empathy for more than just oneself would come through the parenting type of a thing, right? And it's not always the case, but that's just one example of how this energy feels. It's like being inspired to take care of something, because it's like, as a child, if you have nothing and somebody gives you a paper doll, it's like, oh, well, this is the best toy I've received, right? But when you have everything that you need, the paper doll doesn't seem as interesting any longer. You're looking for something that, if you are interested in the stars, what would be better, the paper doll or the telescope? It's like, to our level of awareness of our own needs and our own interests and our own resources, then it's like the love becomes more and more seasoned as we understand how perfectly or imperfectly matched we may or may not be. And answering this in love is somebody that's finally acting upon their uh, their reasoning, their logic, their intuition, and their actual soul wisdom here is stepping forward to understand what true love actually feels like. You know, seeing somebody at their worst and being like, yeah, the way I feel for you now, even though you're at your worst, that's true love. You know, that's the kind of energy coming through here. Um, so, at the basis of the reading, Archangel Gabriel, what messages at the foundation of this? We did get protection with White Stag, and now we have this Archangel Gabriel here. It's like this has been divinely protected, divinely brought to our awareness. There's a message of higher judgment, happy judgment, resurrection. It's divine intervention here in some type of a way. And somebody is making a declaration of love that comes from high respect and integrity. I mean, those are completely amazing and traditional views of the King of Swords is one who stands on his business and cuts through any injustice with clarity, truth, honor, and character and morals. Um, Here with Archangel Gabriel, rejuvenation, divinity, and music. This is beautiful. Uh, so yeah, this divine intervention could even come through the lyrics of a song. Maybe you're not looking for love particularly and are just viewing this reading for something else. But part of this foundational messages or divine intervention can definitely happen with regathering energy and inspiration for our soul, being our own divine counterpart here, perhaps. We can rejuvenate ourselves through listening to inspired music, music that's made and created by those that are high vibrational, loving, and honoring of the things that matter to us. Contact. Somebody may also, with this declaration here, it may be somebody who's sending you a song that is one of their favorite songs and saying, like, oh, I want to share this. Like, you know, for instance, maybe some of you are in a real pit right now. I know there's a lot of intensity at the time of this broadcast. And even if you're watching this timelessly, if you're in a funk, what is a song that always makes you feel inspired, that helps you to feel centered and connected to your peace, your love, your joy, to your good humor, perhaps? Um, I like, there's this one, it's got, I can't remember the guy's real name. Oh shoot, it's right on the tip of my tongue. The guy that's cowbell, it's Weapon of Choice, and he's actually in there doing all these dance moves, and it's just a funky beat. And I'm not sure exactly, of course, what it might mean, but I could draw some conclusions. But that one's fun. You know, if you have a good song like that, it could change somebody's day. It could change somebody's life. Maybe today is the day that we need to share some uplifting and inspired music instead of more of the bad news or bad press. So diversifying your own life and showing multiple facets of your personality can also come through. And yeah, so somebody wants to share something with you or to know your opinions about the things that matter to them as well. So what's this with diversity? So possibly expanding your own offering or the way that you're spending your energy, rebalancing your life and approaches in some type of a way while you're patiently awaiting some type of shift or change in the world or in your situation. We have Celestial here. This card continues to come out speaking about cosmic influx of energies, the recognition of the timelessness and the way that our soul is plugged into multiple timelines at once and multiple Akashic informational sources. We're plugged into something greater than what many people's brains can comprehend right now. And I think that we're being prepared to regulate ourselves in the midst of bigger and bigger storms because of some very intense cosmic influx. And we can even see the sun as being complicit in this, just bombarding the earth with all of these new light codes and the need to integrate these sporadic dynamic changes and enlightening, triggering differences that are stepping forward, and the ability to harness all of those experiences and impacts and influencers, and to be strong and empowered and not devoured by the waves and any type of misinformation. We need to plug into our gut instincts here and influence to choose what has our best interest at heart. The scribe up here, the scribe coming over the old soul and the connection across the timelines here. Somebody I feel like has been a student across time. They've been gathering knowledge throughout all of their incarnations. And this lifetime may be seen as an accumulation of wisdom lifetime. You are indeed an old soul and you have a lot of wisdom. And it's almost like you can't speak it or write it fast enough. So much is coming to you. And this scribe understands that feeling. Take flight. Gorgeous. So over the scribe, I think that this is absolutely like understanding that something is actually part of your destined success. Your victory is coming in. And I think that you are preparing yourself for it now. Yeah, something is being put into right order. Yeah, so let's keep going. Caught in the ruins. I'm particularly interested in this in the coming time. Feeling caught up in something, feeling stagnant or limited or caged in some way, feeling powerless to affect some type of change. We see intuition coming out and still right order remaining on the bottom of the deck here. So there's towers coming down. That are challenging your views, challenging your sense of personal empowerment and personal value. Whatever you do or do not choose to do in this moment, follow your intuition and know that you have what it takes. Everything that you say and speak and do has power. And if you can keep your vibration high and keep plugged into your power, your respect, and your integrity and your character, and your personal lucidity too, with those sword suits, you individuals are highly aware of and wise to what is going on. It is definitely a chess game. And so if you are feeling limited here, use your intuition as to being patient when the right time to act is, and how to balance your energy in the meantime so that you're not accidentally blocking your blessings or blocking your awareness and your open-heartedness to what wants to come in for you. So here over up in the air, we've got storm. Yeah, what's up in the air? It's like storm warning. There's something coming in. There's even more intensity on the horizon. And I think that you're anticipating it. You may even find yourself, if you are aligned with the shining lotus, as spotlighting some of the things that aren't working and patiently calling and summoning the sword. The sword and the storm. I meant to say the storm. Commitment. Your ideals and your character matters. And I think that you are committing to your cosmic awareness and to your intuition, which may cut you off from certain types of mainstream acceptance, but I don't think anyone's looking away. So yeah, this storm is up in the air and you're reading the clouds. Are you a card? A cloud bender. Akashic Library. The Akashic Library, we are interconnected to all timelines. There is no such thing as time and space in many ways. And if we knew how powerful we were on the astral and in the other dimensions, would we ever fear the injustice getting the best of us? Contact. I think that okay, I'm just going to say I have my own misgivings with this message, but it's almost as though this came through the other reading, the reverse of the beam me up Scotty. It's like praying for cosmic intervention, or like for the aliens to come down and be like, all right, Earth, you guys need to wake up. So here we go. Look at this cosmic influx of knowledge. There's a sacred download, possibly from the sun and the moon, and it's coming into the body. It is awakening the body, the gut instincts, the gut awareness and knowledge is being awakened. There's like this king me, queen me. The download is giving you this sacred solar plexus activation that is growing some type of a crown energy, like a golden crown, not even just like the crown chakra, but like this very godlike energy is descending into your conscious awareness, speaking knowledge and wisdom into the masses because you are connected with the divine Akashic Library. The library has revealed its files to you and has spoken. And when the Akash speaks, we listen. And when others would tell us that that's not what it says, we can tell the truth from the lie in the body. And at the time of the Taurus full moon coming up here on the 15th of November, at the time of this broadcast, we're going to be given more knowledge from higher up. There's going to be new knowledge coming through, and the shining lotus is our foreshadowing to that. She's casting a light in anticipation of that revelation that's coming through. And it kind of does look like there's some kind of mass what do you call that? The thing that they talk about when they're going to expose that there's aliens among us, and disclosure. Something is going to be disclosed. And, I have my doubts that anything would truly be brought through the cosmic material level. I don't think that the government's going to all of a sudden bring this in at this chaotic time. It wouldn't be the right time. But I think that people are channeling higher wisdom at this time. And here we have change of mind and faith. Have faith that this new knowledge is going to shift the minds of the collective and of other individuals, and have faith that the knowledge and intuition coming through, that you don't need to feel crazy or caged by that, or fear being burned at the stake any longer. We are being made aware that we're in charge of the outcomes going forward. Enough with the witch hunts, enough with the burning of the sacred feminine. I will not tolerate any longer. I will not be complicit in that energy any longer. And the divine will not either. And those that continue in that way, karma has been called. And I hope they're ready to answer the door as it's coming. Queen of Scrolls. I kind of lost the plot of where this was going with the instincts and intuition, the storms that are coming through. I think that even this romance is going to ruffle some feathers, but I think that with Akashic Library, there's a sacred knowledge and a huge resurrection of higher knowledge that's coming in through this connection and partnership. So what is it that the Queen of Scrolls is bringing in? We've got the King of Scrolls with integrity. How does the Queen of Scrolls speak into this moment here? Queen of Scrolls, what is your message? Contact. I'm seeing this as the dot of her third eye as it's being illuminated here. That is the shining lotus. It's like the Akashic information, this knowledge that is lighting up the third eye on her forehead is shining through, and she's being contacted by these other forces here and speaking them, and it's being recognized. Look at that. Recognition. She's being recognized. There is resonance in what she speaks. And I don't think too many people will be laughing, but many people will be celebrating that something is coming in to uplift the negative, to burn away any injustice, and to take back and protect the integrity of love and justice. So we also have fearless coming forward. Union underneath. Yeah, we need to utilize the energetic tools that we do have to uplift and transmute the negative intentions of whatever is going on right now. Throughout this storm, we need to be balanced and incredibly uplifted and committed to seeing clearly through and to becoming aligned with the eye of the hurricane, the eye of the storm, and to direct the flow of the storm with our powerful intelligence, okay, with our powerful ability to do so. Assistance, artificial intelligence. There's something also about alien intelligence, the CIA. Oh my God, what's coming through? All right, so flying out, we have innocence, prayers, feline, caretaker, as well as sexuality, mediumship, power, commitment, and gifted. You are powerfully gifted with capacity as a medium. Look at all that purple energy. So you need to be fearless in utilizing the violet flame to, yes, manipulate lower energies into higher energies with the power invested in you and the responsibility to do the right and just thing. Yeah, there's something coming up where you're witnessing that your ability to invoke prayers, it doesn't matter how it happens as long as it happens. I was even seeing people sending letters to the UN and stuff. I think that there's a powerful coalition, and we even have the lookout here underneath Uriel and the Sphinx here, and then the divine physician, right? So when all seems to be burning around you, trust and have faith, and tell others to have faith in the capacity for things to shift and change. And even if it doesn't happen in true just form immediately as it should, if there is a lengthier process that needs to play out for other factors to fall into divine order, then there's a lot of that happening here. So as far as that relates to romance, let's see, let's get a couple more fun and inspired type of oracle cards to clear this up. So these ones are a little spicy and sassy and naughty in some cases. So hopefully that does not offend. If it does, you know how to fast forward. Let's see, any cards about this potential budding romance coming through. You're on the same team, absolutely. Play like it. So keep your eyes open to those who are coming in with integrity, helping you out. Shit's not always about you. Stop trying to control every damn thing. So, yeah, maybe somebody here needs to relax, to rebalance their lives, and to let some of the other players on the team take the ball for a while you take a moment to integrate and go back into the forest, into the woods, like the heron card wanted to call us to do. It says your ass needs some help. Ask for it, hire it, make it happen. There's some type of a joining of forces with this teamwork and playing like you're on the same team and needing help, needing a break. You may need to unplug. There's an outburst possibly for some of you saying F feelings. I think that this keeps coming up. Some of us have been too nice with the wrong individuals for too long. And at some point, we don't need to be in an absence of integrity to not be nice to people who are not being nice to us. At some level, you need to stop giving them a free pass to injure you and to disengage from the outcome of some things and stop playing like these people are going to change. So there's a lot of resentments building here, and we're being reminded not to direct them at everybody, but to be very contained and healing ourselves before we accidentally let this interfere with our joy and the creation of happier partnerships to come that do honor and respect us. Do you really love them? Then wash, fold, and put away the clothes. Absolutely. Ask for the help you need. There's this huge resurgence of women and overlooked populations needing to stand up for ourselves in a different way, like needing other people to quit discounting us starts with us. And it's not to say that we need to harden up. With this shining lotus, it's like we need to shine a light on the truth and be listened to and heard. And we definitely need assistance. And we're making our prayers heard and known. I don't care what type of entity, as long as they walk with the sacred light, would come in and assist at this time, but I would absolutely invoke that personally. So let's see, there's this other deck of cards that I'm not seeing in this moment. Let's go ahead and get these other two decks here. We'll get an Oracle from the Whispers of the Ocean in regards to this romance at this weird time and space. Back on task. Be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project that you're working on. Everything could use some fine-tuning at this time. So again, we're talking about that balance and being able to utilize our time effectively by getting our tasks done and delegating, and also asking for assistance so that we can focus where we need to focus and put our energy in that direction. Gentle moderation, again about balance. Take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you're trying to accomplish. So if you need more respect, or if you need to get a message driven home, it looks like there's a way to, I saw this reference to, okay, if you pour a bucket on a rock, the rock is still there, the bucket is poured out. But if you take that bucket and you let it drip one drop at a time upon the surface of that rock, the water will break the surface and erode the rock. And again, we had that mantra Shakti with the masculine over here. I think that some of this comes down to the dynamics between men and women and how we um, actually vocalize our value and demand it. Breakthrough to new dimensions. Yeah, we're multidimensional beings and we're bringing it online in real time. A new endeavor's on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. This love, too, is going to break through new sound barriers and love barriers that you perhaps haven't been able to reach with anybody previously. Part of this is our ability to see both sides of arguments and to see both when something isn't on the higher and when something is on the higher. It's not about the stereotypes, it's about the individual. And so we're able to see through deceptions clearly and to honor individuals. And then we have this quantum leaping through the air. A plan that you've made is on track. If you're waiting on something, get to work, stop putting it off and putting off your ideas and projects that you've been considering. It looks like it's time to move. So this patience is about to pay off, but you are also potentially going to need to make some moves here and diving to new depths. Absolutely beautiful. So a lot of intimacy, a lot of connectivity, a lot of depth and new awareness. There's a deeper meaning to what's happening right now, even if we can't understand it. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what's really going on. Take a moment to pause and to breathe, resetting your energies. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what it is that you're feeling about your current situation. Absolutely. I feel like that once we can come into contact very deeply with our actual feelings and what that means for us, then we can move forward in a new way. So if we're not facing those emotions, it might come out as resentments and anger and bigotry for some. Some are better loved at a distance for a while anyway. Besides, love doesn't really know the difference. Tally ho. So love doesn't have to mean near. You may need to be cutting some people off. You were born with that it quality and it shows. Be true to yourself. You know what you know and you know what you deserve. And there's definitely a huge flight and success coming through for somebody here. Don't be fooled by the players and don't be fooled by yourself. There's no one more lovable nor loved than you. And I know everyone precious, the universe. Everyone's out here doing their best as they know how. So do your best not to take things personally, though it does seem quite personal at this time. There are really only two types of people, those you love now and those that you will love. And until then, there's only one type of person. Honor thyself. Your neighbors and your frenemies and enemies are a reflection of yourself. And unfortunately, knowing that duality is